We almost didn't make it to year 5. Not because we stopped loving each other, but because we forgot how to fight for each other. Jeanne and I met in college. She was sunshine, laughter, ambition, hope. I was quieter, steady, the one who made plans and kept them. We were opposites in all the right ways until life stopped being a honeymoon. The real problems didn't show up overnight. They came in whispers: a hard miscarriage, a job layoff, a mounting wall of unspoken disappointments. We smiled for pictures, held hands in church, but at home, we were strangers with shared bills. I started sleeping on the couch. She started staying late at work. We weren't yelling, we were just tired, worn down, distant. One night, I came home and found her sitting on the floor of the kitchen, holding an old wedding photo. She looked up at me and said, "Do you ever wonder if we made a mistake?" I sat beside her. We didn't speak for a while. Finally, she whispered, "I miss us." That night, for the first time in months, we prayed together. It wasn't fancy, just broken words and tearful silences. And when the verse came, Ecclesiastes 4:9. I had read it during a youth group retreat years ago. It echoed in my mind like a whisper from God. Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls, one can help the other up. I said it out loud. Jeanne closed her eyes. I've fallen, and I didn't know how to ask you to help me up. I reached for her hand. Then let's help each other. That verse became our anthem. We started counseling not because we were on the edge of divorce, but because we wanted to learn how to speak again, how to hear each other's hurt, not just their words. It was hard, humbling. I had to admit how often I tried to fix things instead of listening. She had to confess how deeply fear had silenced her. We began setting aside 10 minutes each night to read scripture and pray. Just 10 minutes, but those moments became lifelines. We clung to verses like ropes in a storm. Ecclesiastes 4:10 reminded us that falling wasn't failure, it was an invitation to reach for each other. We got involved in our church's marriage ministry, not as leaders, but as learners. And through that, we found other couples who had fallen too but refused to stay down. 5 years later, we still have our battles. But now, we fight with each other, not against. And every year on our anniversary, we read Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 aloud, hand in hand. We are not perfect, but we are still together. Because when one of us falls, the other is there to lift. And God, He's the cord that holds us both. Share and comment this if you believe God still writes the best stories.